Good morning.
Howdy, half-aster.
Oh, we're doing howdy today. Okay, we're not in Texas.
Doesn't matter.
But where are we?
We're in Tampa, Florida.
That's right. We're at the Tampa.
Oh, for God's sake.
Oh man,
Take
it's early.
12.
It's early. We're at the Tampa Bay RV Show in Tampa, Florida. It's not quite as big as the RV Super Show in January, but we hear there's a lot of RVs in there, and we cannot wait to get in there and see what they've got. Let's go.
Woo! Hey there, I'm Rose.
And I'm Dan, and we are the Half-Ass Travelers. We're going to take a look at on the shorter side, Class C from Renegade. This is the Renegade Vienna 25 VRMC, and it is on the Mercedes chassis, as you can see up here. And we really like the styling on the outside of these Renegades. As you can see, we've got the awning is out, so there's a nice huge awning here with LED light strips. You've got your water heater and your heater. This is the Truma AquaGo. You can see all the innards in here, very easy to work on. Any problems, easy access right there. Huge storage bins on the outside. And the Onan 3600 liquid propane generator. A little bit more storage space in the back. That goes back about 1.5 feet, 2 feet. Not bad storage space. Let's check out the other side. This unit has a huge slide that runs down the entire length of the driver's side of the coach. It makes it a little harder to access the storage under there, but there are other cabinets in there. Back here, you've got your water hookups, tank fills, your dunk valves for your gray tank and your black tank, as well as some other electronic goodies underneath the umbilical. And you can see you've got your empty for the gray and black tank, as well as a hose storage bin. Not going to climb under the...
oh, come on, why not?
You really want me to climb under there? All right, not climbing under the slide. Let's go on inside and take a look. We do have one issue with this particular Vienna coach, and that is right here. I'm going to take the camera so I can show you this. All right. Always look for this yellow sticker in the units, because it gives you an idea of what the payload cargo capacity is. That is a concern with these Class C's on the Mercedes chassis, because it's showing a cargo capacity of 725 pounds. That's total. Now, it doesn't include fuel, or I believe they measure them with propane in them, but it doesn't include anything in your water tank or any of your passengers and the driver. So that is not a lot of cargo capacity. That is a real concern. You cannot hold a lot in this trailer and be under your weight. The trailer, did I call it a trailer? You can't hold a lot in this Class C and not be over your weight. In all my excitement to see the Renegade, Rose pointed out that I forgot the one most important thing. It's got this TV and sound bar on the outside right at the hangout area. You're probably all screaming at your TVs or your phones going, oh, you forgot the TV. How can you forget the TV? And also I forgot to mention the LP Quick Connect, which is right here behind this little plastic door. All right, let's go inside. All right, this Vienna is on the Mercedes chassis. It's pretty much standard. It's got these storage areas over the visors, but it's also got a bed over top, which is really nice. It's a little bit, the cushioning's a little bit thin. There's no windows up there, no ventilation, although it does have 12 volt. It's got the coaxial plug and a switch for the light up there, as well as a USB port. And a curtain that pulls across the entire thing. I think we're going to come up with a name for this particular floor plan because it's becoming so common now. I think it's one of the most popular floor plans that they have on these Class C's. It's very similar to the Tiffin Wayfarer. You've got a couple of recliners here, but also I believe this could be configured as a dinette. And then you've got your couch and Murphy bed here. Now let's check the comfort of this couch, because a lot of times these Murphy bed couches aren't the most comfortable. The cushions are very soft, but I can feel those springs under my rear end. It gives about as much as a cushion's gonna let you give, and then you're sitting on kind of a spring. So I would rate the comfort about mid-range. comfort. Not bad. It's nice that it has arms on the couch, and everything is facing that TV and soundbar right across the way. So your whole entertainment area sits in front of the recliners and the Murphy bed. You got a huge kitchen, and look at this, Rose. Here's your favorite right here. All right, that comes up, but it looks like this LED light strip is kind of falling off a little. This is one of those things that happens in RVs, that just little things that need to be repaired. Definitely, when you're buying something like this, you want to make sure that they're repairing at the factory before you leave. A huge sink. It's a nice circular sink, very deep. A nice, you like the faucet, hon? Mm-hmm. Rose likes the faucet, that's a plus. So lots of counter space, your 12-volt plugs popping up. Your Dometic 2-burner gas cooktop. There it goes. Let's check out the cabinets. Oh, love them. Look at those solid hinges. These are not so, but this little addition makes it that much more sturdy. And look, we've got the Integra locks. Now we're in a Renegade, but these are the same locks we've seen in Integra coaches as well. Really, we like that. Like the extra storage shelves up here. And here's the controller for the rest of the coach's electronic systems. Big drawers under the cooktop. Lots of big drawers, except for this one, the little drawer. What do you think? Maybe a garbage can in there? Maybe. All right, but look at these. Oh no, there's the garbage can. Wow. All right, that's a must. If you're going to be staying in your RV for a long time, you need a big garbage can. I forgot to mention the storage cabinets over the recliners. Also, they kind of lock up, but they've also got these locks on them. You know, every RV manufacturer should put these locks on their cabinets. Pay attention. How much could this possibly be additional to add those? Make sure that thing's not opening up in transit. All right, as we move to the back, we've got your microwave convection oven. It's a decent size. A nice size fridge with a separate freezer. And I'm trying to open it from the wrong side. There's the freezer. There's the fridge. This is a Norcold fridge. Lots of space in there. And then some more cabinetry. Oh, this is a, wow. That is a substantial pantry. I don't know if you can see how wide this is. That is a wide, that's probably the widest pantry I've ever seen on one of these pullouts. And it locks, thank God, because you don't want that thing coming open. And then another storage bin underneath. That's pretty deep. All right, I'm not gonna put the Murphy bed down, but it's a very easy system. There's just a couple of locks in here. It has a very thick mattress back there, which is always a plus. Sometimes these Murphy beds don't have the thickest mattresses. And then we got kind of a blank wall back here. This is kind of weird. Why didn't they put something at least decorative on this wall? Maybe I know the slide has to come in, and that's a concern. They could have done something decorative there. It kind of looks like really bland. Now you got the mirror on the bathroom door. Ooh, it's nice and cool back here. That AC is blowing. I'm going to take this from Rose real quick so I can show you the shower. It's one of those rectangular showers. Not the biggest, but certainly large enough to do the job. It's got a nice skylight. It's got a porcelain toilet. A very small sink pedestal with some storage up underneath. And let's see if this opens up. It does. Medicine cabinet. And then it's got a very large, look at that, it goes all the way to the back. That is a huge cabinet for storing your clothes. Really nice. We like that it has a door stop there, keeping the door from damaging everything that's in the coach. Really nice. Got your fan there. Also ducted air conditioning throughout the unit. There's Rose. Rose, tell us about the ducted air conditioning. It is so hot right now. We're at the RV show in Tampa, and it's like 90 degrees outside right now, getting warmer. So it's nice to get into these units. The AC definitely works in here.
It does.
Overall, we really like the Vienna. We love this floor plan, and we know there's a reason why this is probably the most popular floor plan in these Class Cs. It has a really huge kitchen. We're always comparing this to the Tiffin Wayfarer because, as you may or may not know, or if you've watched any of our videos, we really like the Wayfarer. That was our #1 pick last RV show. However, there are some little things in this unit that we like the Wayfarer much better. The Wayfarer's got a little more character, I think. I think this is more kind of bland. The colors are there's not a lot of contrast, and they missed some opportunities to put some decorative items in here that we think would have added a lot to the look of this unit. But overall, the quality that we see looks pretty good. And yeah, I don't think you can go wrong with the Renegade either. We hear good things. All right, we're moving on. We took a look at the Vienna VRMC. Very briefly, we just want to take you inside the 2024 Renegade Vienna 25 VRML. There's one difference in here, and you can kind of interchange these on whatever model you decide to get. It's got a no sleeping area over the cabin. Let's go take a look. As you can see, it's got the recliners up front and the big kitchen, but instead of a bed overhead, it's just got this huge storage compartment. Large enough for a small child, but we don't recommend it. And while we're in here, let's take a look. This one has the Murphy bed down. So we didn't pull the bed and the other one down, but now you can see that it's got a very thick mattress. It's a very thick, soft mattress. And it's actually got a window and a couple of storage bins behind the bed. We just wanted to show that to you, that there are other options with a lot of these RVs. And this is what it looks like when it's nighty-night time. We're taking a look at another Class C from Renegade. This one is completely different than the Vienna we just looked at, but this is also a Vienna. This is the 2024 Renegade Vienna 25 VTBN, and it's got a really interesting floor plan. And we're gonna take a look inside, but first we're gonna go around the outside. One difference we noticed almost immediately when looking at this particular model of the Vienna is the difference in the cargo capacity. As you can see, this one has about 400 pounds more cargo capacity, up around, what is that, 1,125 pounds. That is a respectable cargo capacity as far as what you're hauling. Now, you're not always hauling a lot of weight, but that 400 pounds, that's gonna make a big difference in the handling and the function of the unit as you're going down the road. Now, I'm gonna point this out first so Rose doesn't yell at me again for missing it. Of course, we've got the outside TV and soundbar, very similar to the last unit, and the LP Quick Connect behind the little kind of flimsy plastic door. Not sure about that. A very large cargo area. That's pretty large. Another large cargo area where the generator was on the other unit. On the back driver's side, you've got all the black tank, gray tank dumps, same as the other Vienna. Very similar exterior, except that the generator was on the other unit. I don't know if this unit doesn't have a generator or if they're putting it in one of these other compartments. Not gonna go crawling under there to see right now, but when I put up the specs, it should show if this unit has a generator or not. All right, in the search for the generator, I actually crawled under the slide out, said I wasn't gonna do that, but there's a reason why there's no generator down there, and that's because this unit has a massive battery of lithium batteries. Yeah, got a bunch of lithium batteries. Now, this is repeated in this cabinet back here. There's another one of these batteries, plus it looks to be some kind of inverter system, also a solar charging system. So we're gonna check out the specs, but I suspect that this unit doesn't need that because it's got a lot of solar on top and a lot of lithium power. Same Mercedes chassis inside this Vienna, same little bit of storage up here, but that's about where the similarities end, because if you look up over top of the cab, no bed, but massive storage compartments.
Wow.
I mean, really, if you had a small child, you could probably do it. I'm just saying, I'm not recommending you do that, but that's how big those cabinets are. All right, another difference, they've got the same nice locking cabinets. This is a love seat, a reclining love seat, but it does not have the other couch. This is pretty much the only seating in the living area in this coach, but you're not gonna mind so much when you see the rest of it. Now, if we're gonna switch sides, Rose can show you what those recliners are looking at. You've got a television set and soundbar directly over the kitchen, right in front of the recliners. It's got this nice extension to the countertop, nice big window. Rose loves that deep sink, and it's a nice faucet on there. Got your pop-up for the power for the 12 volt and your USB, induction cooktop, microwave oven, really large drawer underneath. That's a big one. That's a small kind of sponge kind of drawer. This one's much larger underneath, and then you've got some storage under here. Not the big garbage can storage that we saw in the other one, but this will do. You got your controller for the unit, as well as another overhead cabinet with that same locking mechanism. It's pretty sturdy. A large refrigerator. This is also the Norcold fridge. Separate freezer. We like that. Let's see, what do you think this is? It's not going to be the mega pantry because it's not that wide, but yes, it's a standard size pantry. Hey, that'll work. And it looks like it's got two of them. It does. Okay, so rather than have one that's double wide, they've got two, one on top of each other. Now, let's talk about this bathroom space. You'll notice the sink is on the outside and the medicine cabinet on the outside. I personally, and I think Rose is with me on this one, like this setup. It gives you a lot more room in the bathroom, and actually it gives you a lot more space. The stuff you're going to be doing in the sink anyway, getting ready for where you're going, you don't need to be standing in the bathroom to do all that. All right, it does have a little towel rack here, 12 volt for your shavers or whatever, and then it's got some light switches up there. And then across the way, you've got the bathroom, and they can fit the toilet and the shower in the same space. If they had tried to wedge a sink in here, that was definitely not going to work. Now, the shower is decent size. Thank God there's a skylight, but I could definitely take a shower in here, and we love we love this shower curtain. That shower door / curtain is one of the ones we love. Oh, I forgot to mention this. Lots of storage. It goes a little bit around underneath the sink pedestal, which is nice. And now let's take a look back here in the bedroom area. Now, we mentioned that there wasn't a lot of seating up there in the living area. Well, that's kind of true, but kind of not. Because of the setup of these twin beds, this is really usable as a hangout space. We really like that. Some cushions across the back. You can put your feet up. There are these huge windows on either side, so you can bring the inside out. I'm sorry, the outside in. Yeah. Yeah, scratch that, reverse it. Okay, you've got all these cabinets over top, and you've got this wardrobe, or it could be a wardrobe, but it could also be shelves. And there's another one right behind us too, on this side, his and hers. All right, and then lots of cabinetry overhead. And this actually goes all the way back, so this is a long cabinet. Yeah, and I imagine they mirror that on the other side. Yes, they do. Now the AC unit is back here, but this is ducted air conditioning throughout the whole unit. Look at the extra storage. Because you've got twin beds, these drawers are massive. Now this one doesn't come out as far as the other one, probably because there's some stuff on the outside there. But yeah, these drawers, there's so much storage in there. Right there.
So this turns into a bed.
Yes, that's the one thing I was going to show you. This section in the middle actually can turn into mega bed. So you can not only have the twin bed setup, but you can also turn this into a mega. Oh my God, this is, I don't even know what to call this. This is not even a king. I mean, this is just the biggest bed. This is just the biggest bed I've ever seen. I mean, Rose, have you ever seen a bed this size in an RV?
No, but
oh my God. I imagine that a lot of people wouldn't even bother setting up all the cushions unless they really wanted to just feel like they're living in the lap of luxury, because the twin beds alone provide enough space. But with that option to make the bed real big, you could probably fit 4 adults in here if you're really close. I'm not advocating that. I'm not advocating that. No way. One last thing I want to mention is this nice shelf up here. You've got some controllers here for the lights, which is kind of interesting because while you're laying there, you can see the controls that you're hitting. That's kind of clever. And then your plugs for whatever you're going to be charging, you can stick those up there. So I'm really digging this setup back here. It's really nicely done. overall, this is a very interesting floor plan. We have never seen a bed that large in a Class C. I don't think we've even seen one that large in an A or even one of the travel trailers or the gooseneck trailers. Man, that is huge. We really love that. We like the setup. We don't need a lot of seating because it's just Rose and I. We don't need this extra bed up here. But if we did bring our granddaughter or whatever, there's plenty of room in that bed that we could all sleep there. It's really nice. Overall, thumbs up to Renegade. Really excited about this design. We're taking a look at a Class C by Regency. This is the Ultra Brougham. Now Regency's right now going through, let's call it what's the word I'm looking for? They're kind of going through a turmoil right now. They don't really have a backer, so they're not out of business, but their warranties are being covered by the dealer right now. But we did want to show you this unit because the floor plan was designed to compete with the Leisure series, and it's kind of similar to some of those. So let's go take a look inside. The Ultra Brougham is on the Mercedes chassis. This one's got, I love these seats. Again, it's got these embroidered, we love seeing these embroidered seats with the name of the model on it. Those are pretty cool. They're very soft leather, very comfortable. And I like this carpeted floor here. It looks like that might be aftermarket, or maybe it's just something they put in all of them. But wow, that's a real nice feature. I got a little bit of storage up here over the visors. And then up over this area, you've got storage cabinets. Now let's take a look at these hinges. These are kind of residential hinges. They've got the springs, and they've also got this plastic latch lock, which I don't know how long that's gonna, it seems pretty secure, but it's not. We much prefer the push button ones, but these are beautiful cabinets. We like the hardware. Really nice. And then right inside the door, there's a huge wardrobe. We usually aren't a fan of this dark brown cabinetry, but it kind of contrasts nicely with the doors on the cabinets as well as the kitchen countertop, which is nice. So it's got cabinets all across the kitchen, plus an extra cabinet over the TV. Now there is a television set over the sink. Now Rose, switch places with me so I can show you this. The TV set is here. Well, what that tells me is that you would have to spin the chairs around in the driver's seat and the passenger seats to watch TV. Now, it's a little bit of a challenge in the Mercedes to spin the driver's chair around because you got that steering wheel there. So I'm not sure that's the most comfortable way to watch TV, but that is clearly what it's designed to do. While we're here, we'll look at this huge sink. That is a massive sink. I think Rose wishes that the faucet was a little bit higher, but then it would block the TV. So I understand why, but it's kind of makes it a little more difficult to do the dishes. The induction cooktop here, double cooktop, lots of counter space. There's a ton of counter space here. There's also, ow! That thing is spring loaded and it just jammed my finger between it. But there is a lot of space in that cabinet. And then you've got standard drawers here. Yeah, even a little shallow drawer there underneath the cooktop. And then right here, there's a lot of storage up front on the Ultra Brougham. Oop. So they are not soft close cabinets, obviously. Nice skylight. We really like the skylight. All the controls are right here in this compartment over the doorway. There's also screens here. There's a bug screen and a privacy screen. Those are nice. Those are nice to have. Yeah, very nice. As we move to the back, you can see this is where they put the refrigerator. It's also got a separate freezer. And I can tell you by just feeling it, it's very cold. Yeah, and the freezer is a drawer. We like that. No upsetting the ice tray there. And then you got your microwave convection oven here. Really nice. A little tight, but it's not bad. And then you've got, oh, we like this, a dedicated garbage drawer, and it's right here in the middle. That's a really nice feature, and that drawer, it really comes out and goes back in very nicely. And then back here, you've got your pantry, standard size, locking pantry, which is good. You don't want that thing opening up in mid-flight. All right, as we move back, in fact, we're gonna switch sides because all these doors seem to open towards the back. All right, on the driver's side, we've got a very spacious bathroom. Yes, very spacious bathroom. Now, the toilet is kind of on an angle. But as you can see, there's plenty of room. Actually, this is a really good position. Yes. Or as Matt's RVs, by the way, we love your videos, would say, he calls it a prime pooping position. This is a tiny sink here, but we've mentioned before, we don't really need such a large sink in our RVs. And it's also got a nice medicine cabinet over top behind the mirror and another storage space right here. That's nice. There's a little switch to control the fan. It's really nice. Let's take a look across the hall because this is a very spacious shower. And when you open the door, it kind of separates the rear of the RV from the front. And look at this recessed lighting. I don't think I've seen this before. This recessed LED lighting behind this little attachment on front of the shower wall. It's pretty neat. And it's got a really huge skylight here that allows me not to hit my head on the top. It's a very nice shower. It's just enough space. Just enough space to take care of what you got to take care of. Now we're going to switch sides. All right. All right, this is a lot different than a lot of the Class Cs we've been looking at. This rear lounge area, that's what I would call it. It's got space for the lagoon table there, so you can put your and it's got another one here, so you can put your lagoon table or tables here and have a really nice hangout space. There's windows all around. They're vented. There's cabinetry all along the perimeter, and they've got the carpeted bottom, which is nice to have. They're not very deep. Well, actually, this one's pretty deep, actually. This one's about this deep. All right, measure that. What is that, about a foot deep? And it runs the entire width of the coach. And then you've got these three here. Actually, they are pretty deep. They're not bad. We thought there might be storage under these seats, but it looks like these are just access panels. There's an inverter under here. There's probably other mechanicals under there that we can't see because we just can't get in there right now. Because there's usually a little thing here, you pull this up, but it is not there. I imagine you could use some of that space for storage.
There might be some storage outside.
Yeah, we'll have to go take a look. This is another one of those situations where, you know, you can make a big bed back here and you can use this for a seating area, but you can't do them both at once really, or at least not easily. I mean, unless you wanted to just sleep on this limited space that you have. So again, we're in the situation where we're making the bed and then we're tearing the bed down. We're kind of partial to the Murphy bed. In some of the units, especially the leisure units, you'll see that they'll put a Murphy bed back here so you can use the space sitting and then the Murphy bed will fold down. I think that would have been a neat use of the space. This is good if you're going to be entertaining a lot of people and you have the good view all around, and it's really nicely done. I'm just not sure how it would work, you know, day to day. We would have to give it a try. Up overhead, you've got your vented or ducted air conditioning system. Also, you got a TV here. And then every one of these windows has the kind of low light shade and then the blackout shade that just comes down. It doesn't attach to the window, but it hangs in front of the window. I don't know if I like that. I guess you'd have to do this to keep it against the window. That's a little bit different. Overall, we like the Ultra Brougham. We like the idea that there is two separate living areas. There is separation in the middle between this kitchen area with the big TV and then the seating area in the back with the small TV. So you could actually use the space for what it's intended, but I don't know how comfortable this would be as a TV viewing area, and I'm not sure how convenient it would be with the rear lounge, converting that to a bed every night. So there's always those convenience concerns that we have. Overall, it's a really nicely done unit. We like the cabinetry. We like the fit and finishes. And we even like the dark cabinets, not so bad. All right, on the outside, we've got storage compartments in front of the door. That's pretty deep. That's a deep storage compartment. Not sure how I'm liking these. I think I'd prefer a locking mechanism on these doors. I imagine it wouldn't be too difficult to swap them out. Always like to have locks on the outside compartments, but as you can see, there's a lot of storage in here. And more storage back here. And a locking cabinet. This one actually locks, but I don't know what's behind there because we don't have the key. All right, we spoke to the folks from Regency's RV World who have this. This is their unit, and they didn't have the keys for this either, but they believe it's just storage. Up underneath here, we've got the storage for the hose. You got the gate valves for your black and gray tanks, also freshwater connections. And then right in front of that, you got your outdoor shower, and then the valves for the city fresh water. You've also got a 30 amp plug for the umbilical, water heater. What else we got? What else we got? More storage, and there's the power cable. And even more storage. This unit has a lot of storage. Overall, we really like the quality of the Regency Ultra Brougham. It's really nicely appointed. There are some things in the inside we liked, some things we didn't like as much. But if you're in the market for a leisure travel van, you may want to take a look at the Regency model. It's just got those differences from the leisure that might push you one way or the other. At the very least, you want to have all the information you can before you make that big a purchase. Now we're taking a look at the Leisure Unity. I thought it was the Wonder for a second there, but no, this is the Leisure Unity. It's on the Mercedes chassis, which means it's about 25.5 feet long, and it's really nicely appointed. These units are very hard to get right now. There's about a 2-month waiting list to get these, but every now and then you'll find a dealer like Regency's. They've got, this one's sold, but they do have another one on their lot. So they come available every now and then. It's just sometimes they can be kind of hard to find. Let's take a look inside. The Unity's on the Mercedes chassis, as we mentioned. It's got these really nice textured leather seats and the standard cockpit up there with just a little storage over the visors. Up above the driver's compartment, you've got more storage on the side here, and you've got a cabinet that has a different latching system than we've seen before. You see how this thing kind of grabs this ball? So it does have a locking mechanism, which we kind of like. It actually has a lock. That's great. Looks like this is a Firefly controller for the systems in here, and then a little bit more storage over top. And you've got this small storage bay right here, which has another interesting latch. I haven't seen this one. Look at the size of this latch, hon. Seen that before?
Yeah, I think it's made in Canada, so the latches are probably made in Canada.
Yeah, you think? Okay. And also some storage underneath. It's got a little bit of seating here. Now, we weren't really a fan of this separated area when it comes to this sort of thing. I mean, yes, these seats do rotate around, and it makes this area usable, but we kind of like having a big space if we can get it. So I think that we're not really sure if we like this separated the floor plan. And there's also another seating area over here, as well as this fold-down table, which ends up resting right on top of here to give you a little bit more counter space in the kitchen. Let's see if we can get that down. There you go. And that gives you that much more counter space. That is a great design. Up overhead, you've got these small storage areas underneath these larger cabinets. And you see this one's kind of segmented. You've got a bunch of 12-volt GCI plugs here. We like the wood grain. Wood grain's nice, and it's lighter colored. More, I would call this what, a spice rack up here above the TV. Now this one also has the TV over the sink, and you can use this area to watch the TV, I guess, with the seats there. So yes, it's technically a living space, although I don't know. I don't know if that's us. There is a large skylight, and this skylight opens up all the way.
Lighting, that's pretty cool.
What's that? Oh yeah, and these LED light strips. That's one thing that Leisure really does well, is they make these things look so elegant. And look at this drawer. It's already got the cutout for your silverware drawers. Large drawers. Yep, they're stapled, but not tongue and groove, but they're very sturdy. How about that sink? Rose loves that huge sink. This is a really nice feature too for your sponges and stuff, as well as this rack. Okay, we're like a wrecking crew in here. And then you got dual propane, dual burner cooktop. You have the refrigerator with separate freezer. It's a decent sized fridge. Convection oven, microwave. And what do we got here, Rose? That is a different pantry. Look at that, metal shelves. And they're not adjustable shelves, so you don't have to worry about them coming off the track. This is pretty sturdy. Really like that. And there's a good substantial lock on there to keep that from opening on the road. That's huge. All right, it's got the same setup. An arched bathroom door to give you a little bit more room when you're in there taking care of business. Rose is going to go show you the cabinets, because I can't get around the door. Yep. And there's storage up underneath the sink. Right here. And I don't know if this is, does this open? This looks like a lock. Oh yeah. It blocks the window. How about that for a design? It's got a mirror on both sides, and it just is used to block the window, and that's magnetic, so that'll hold it shut. And look, it's even got a little glass holder here for your toothbrushes or whatnot. There's a lot of little features in this RV that make it really nice and really special. And some of those little features, like are in the bathroom, are a prime example. This is a large wardrobe, pretty decent size. They're storing the lagoon tables in there right now. And then some pretty decent sized drawers. All right, and let's talk about the bathroom. Now the door does that thing where it locks in up top, so it separates the rear living space from the front living space, and also gives you a little bit more room when you're using the shower. And it's got a walk-in shower. Got a shower door. Not a lot of space in here. I do have a little bit of headroom with the skylight. That's nice. And you've got the shower wand here and the controllers. And there's some nice storage here for like shampoos and whatnot. To the side of the shower. We already did that. All right. All right. So here's the rear lounge area. And Rose isn't a big fan of this area, but I really like it. There's a lot of walk around space here. I mean, it's huge. There's a television right here on the wall. This entire L-shaped sofa is set up to watch TV. And look at this. I love this. Look at this, all the windows that you have. You're sitting here on your L-shaped sofa. You may be watching TV, and you can see everything that's going on outside. That is nice. And there's also a window over here that is vented, so you get a cross breeze across the lounge. That's really nice as well. You'll notice there's no window behind me, and there's a reason for that, because this unit has a Murphy bed. This entire wall folds down over this area and makes a bed. That is, we love that feature. You can leave the bed made. You don't have to, you can just fold it up out of the way when you're using it during the day. And when you pull it back down, a little bit of organization and you're ready to go to sleep. Love that feature. We do lose the, you lose the windows there, but these windows more than make up for it. You got storage all around the top. Again, those locking cabinets, and they're relatively deep. They're pretty deep. They're a good foot, a little more over a foot deep. And two more over here. And you can see on the ceiling that those LED strips, they run throughout the coach, and it's a really, really nice feature. You got a little more storage over here on the side, actually a lot more storage. And it looks like they're storing cushions in there. That's probably necessary when you're deploying the Murphy bed. But when the bed is deployed, you've still got this little shelf area here with the 12-volt power, and this looks like it might be USB. Yep, USB plugs next to the bed. That's huge. And you also got USB plugs over there and 12 volts. Plenty of places to plug in your phone when you're in the bed. And then there's a few little storage nooks there under the TV soundbar. Overall, this rear living space is very usable, and you're bringing the outside in. It's really nice. My favorite part of this whole coach. Overall, we are big fans of these leisure coaches. We like the Ford as well as the Mercedes, which is the Unity, the Unity and the Wonder. We really like all the fit and finishes, all those little touches that you don't see in a lot of RVs and you don't think about, because you figure, oh, you know what, after I buy it, then I'll do my own little touches. But some of these are so nice, I wouldn't change a thing. Now, the one issue with these is the price. These are they're not cheap, all right? But they do pack a lot in here. They do have a high resale. You got to keep that in mind also when you're doing price comparisons. But you're getting a lot for your money. I mean, it really looks elegant in here. And that's probably why this is one of the most popular small Class Cs on the market today. On the exterior, we've got these great latches. They are locking latches, and they are very secure. They just do a little bit of a twist. And also, these are piston-assisted doors. They're very nicely done. They are soft close. Love the fact that they're locking. Love the fact that they're soft close and open. Oh, look, we get a sneak peek of the inverter over there. This large storage compartment in the rear is kind of bisected here by this shelf. but you can take that shelf out as well, but it's pretty deep. Really nice, large storage bay in the back. Not so much a soft close. From the outside, you can see this set of picture windows that lead into the rear living area. You can see how large they are and how much of a view you have. Underneath, you've got your outdoor shower, your water connections, your hose connections, your gate valve for your black and gray tanks are right there, as well as the empty. Up front here, you've got a storage place for your sewer hose, and then some more storage, and a 3600 liquid propane Onan generator. Up here, this is your Truma water heater, and this is just an area to access in case you need to make any repairs. And the umbilical for your shore power, 30 amp. Look, Rose was right, made in Canada. Overall, we really like the products from Leisure. As we said before, this one is a great floor plan. If you like that separated living area, and that rear lounge with the big windows is huge, and we love the Murphy bed. So if you're looking for Leisure, you definitely want to take a look at this floor plan because you're really going to like it. Now we're taking a look at a Class C we haven't seen before from Jayco. This is the 2024 Jayco Melbourne Prestige 24 RP. As you can see, it's on the Mercedes-Benz chassis. And we really like the graphic design. We like these grays and silvers. They really work well with these smaller Class C units. They're not overpowering everything. And there's just enough there that they really look nice. A lot of these cabinets, I'm not gonna be able to unlock. It looks like they're all locked. Oh, here we go. A little bit of storage back here. Oh, come on. These cabinets are pretty sturdy, and we do like that they lock. That's good. Little small cargo containers on the outside. Let's go take a look inside. The chassis inside, standard Mercedes cockpit with the storage over the visors. Up over the driver's compartment, we got this huge bed. It's really large. The cushions are pretty cushiony. They're nice and thick. And we like that big window across the front. There's also some storage along the sides. And on this side, you've got a spot to plug in your 12 volt and USB adapters for your phones and whatever accessories you're carrying with you. Behind the driver's side, nice cabinetry. Jayco went with the locks. Thor, pay attention. Really nice cabinets, sturdy hinges, and they've got these locks on there. We really like that. This cabinet goes all the way through. It's small, but it's got enough space. We don't like necessarily the half cushions on the dinette. It's kind of weird. Wish they went up a little higher. Give you a little more, just a little more support in the upper back. We do like that it has the windows here that can open. You get a nice breeze across the table. That is nice. Let's see if these open. Nope. Let's see. Storage under here. Come on. There we go. Yep, storage underneath the dinette. It just took a little wheeling and dealing to get under there. All right, this unit has one of our favorite floor plans. This has the Murphy bed. Now, this is an electric Murphy bed. We've seen these before. Basically, it's locked with a key, so there's no accidental the bed coming down on kids or anything. But you just hit the button and the bed lowers. I'm not gonna send it all the way down, but you can see behind the bed, it's a very thick cushion. There's also a window back there. That's a nice thing. There's also pop-up 12 volt, or it looks like that is a wireless, actually that looks like a wireless phone charger there. They may also pop up. I can't really get in there very easily, but that's a nice feature. And then there's a couple of cabinets up on the top. We really like the finish on here. This kind of glossy finish. It's really nice. It kind of makes it look a little bit higher class. Now the cushioning of this sofa, it's very soft. This leather is really soft. A lot of times these Murphy bed sofas are limited in comfort, but I can tell you this one's pretty good. I like that. I wish it had kind of a wraparound cushion that comes around to the sides so you can get kind of like an L shape in here, but they don't all have that, and a lot of times that's just not possible in the Murphy beds. All right, that glossy cabinetry is also over here on the kitchen side. Big cabinets, locking cabinets, a decent sized sink. not bad at all. And this is kind of a wooden cutting board cover for the sink. Lots of storage underneath. Did you get all that? Yeah? You got all that? And you got big drawers here. Very large drawers. Now, these are stapled drawers. These are not tongue and groove drawers, but they seem pretty sturdy, and they've got these spring-loaded locks right on the top. More drawers over here. You got 6 big drawers under the kitchen counter. And then there's your insides for the microwave. You've got a dual burner, Suburban, gas cooktop, microwave, convection oven. It's on the smaller side, but it will fit a regular side plate. You got the TV with the built-in sound bar. That's nice to have. And you've also got this long window, vented window over the kitchen, which provides a lot of light. All right, we talked about how much we really like the cabinets and the glossy finish, and they're really nice, but there's one thing that we noticed when we first walked in, we are not fans of. Take a look down, Rose. This is a woven floor. They've carried this all into the slides, onto the walls, and then even on this wall, every wall is covered with this woven wallpaper finish. And I gotta tell you, look at the dirt spots. We were always concerned about this stuff holding the dirt.
Ew.
Yeah, not really a fan of this. We much rather prefer the wood floors, even the faux wood floors, the composite material, to this. It's just not, it's not our thing. But we're gonna keep moving on in case it is your thing. Norcold refrigerator, it's a decent size. Separate freezer and fridge. Not the biggest, but it'll do the job. A little bit of storage up top. And then you've got big cabinets behind there. Down below, you've got the breakers and fuse boxes. And then we have a pocket door going back to the bathroom. I'm gonna go ahead and get in here so I can show you that this is one of those rectangular showers. It's doable. It's just not the largest. It's a smaller pan. I think it's 24 by 30. And I don't even know if it is 24. It might be 18 by 30. It's got the shower wand. That's nice. It's got this nice skylight, so no problem hitting the head. Not big fans of this type of shower curtain. We like the one that kind of rolls up and retracts. That one's kind of cool. The toilet here is in a weird position. It's not angled, so my knee is against the wall. This is a tough position. There's not a lot of space in here. The sink is decent size. There's not a lot of counter space. Also, not a lot of storage because you've got the plumbing all up inside here. They do have a nice medicine cabinet right behind the mirror. And then you've got a rather large storage compartment where they're storing the ladders and the tables. I guess you could call that a wardrobe. In the bathroom, you've got a fan. You've also got a second fan here. Your AC unit, which is ducted throughout the living space, which is a nice feature. We like that. You've got the LED lights here and some speakers. All in all, the lighting in here is nice. We like the design of the cabinets. We're just not big fans of the floor and the wallpaper. There are some nice accent lights. Look over there by the cooktop. I mean, there's some nice things in here. It's just really not for us, I think. Right, hon? Right. Yeah, I think that we like a good wood, or at least a wood-looking floor. But if you are good with this, it's kind of like a woven material. If you're good with that, then this might be the unit for you. Well, we hope you enjoyed those videos. It's kind of a hodgepodge of different RVs that were new to us that we spotted at the summer RV show in Tampa. We hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, please consider subscribing, hit that thumbs up, and don't forget to ring the bell for notifications so you'll be told every time we post a new video.
And don't forget the Facebook and Instagram.
All right, can I get a donkey kick? Okay, we'll see you guys. Stay tuned for the next exciting episode from Half-Assed Travelers.